fights. Most people don't react well to it or like to watch women fight, but I like it. So that's all that matters.
I'm a single mother. My mother helps me out a lot. Everywhere I go, she's there, which I like. This is something that I've always wanted to do, and I've never really gotten in the ring. I didn't think I was ever really going to ever do that. I don't know, my mom thinks I'm crazy.
I used to get suspended from school, cut school, didn't show up to school. Because growing up, I was a fighter. I was teased a lot growing up because I was heavy set.
I met Michael, the owner, and I said, look, this is what I want to do. I'm a good coach. I'll come in and train your boxers for you. That's what I do. We hit it off right away and we started working.
This business is hanging by a thread. Why? Because of my gambling that led me down a dark road. I've had this addiction for many years.
He hit rock bottom, and we split up. He definitely had a gambling problem for years. God forbid he does start to gamble again. I will not stay if he gambles again.
She left me, but I kept the ball rolling, and she was very surprised when she did find her way back that I still had the ball.
I'm divorced now. I can't say it was all because of the boxing, but it was maybe 80%. I come from a job that I was getting paid almost 200 grand a year. I quit to get paid zero.
Ryan and I don't get along. He's a good person deep down inside. I can't take that away from him, but I think he likes to take the credit for a lot that's done here, and that's not where the credit should really be given, I don't think.
Women feel that they have to prove more than the men. Because there's so many obstacles and hurdles for them to get over, they will work harder than the men every time.
I've had a passion for it ever since I hit the pads. I used to be actually very overweight, so once I got into fitness, there was just no end to it. There's never a day that's easy. It will never get easy, so I just plan on working harder and becoming better. I design jewelry with my mother. We have our own jewelry line, and I also work in retail.
I always get very emotional about a week or two before my fight. My last fight, I thought I did a good job. I was getting my ass kicked, but I did the best I could. And now, I'll go in there with anybody.
So I'm pursuing my dream of being interior designer, something I always wanted to do. It's a program that's pushing 4 years into one. I'm on my way to work. I'm a waitress. So when I'm not at school, I'm not in the gym, I'm not sleeping, I'm here. I'm exhausted 99% of the time, but I know it's all gonna pay off, it's all gonna be worth it.
When I was 12 years old, I had moved with my father. Me and my mom didn't really get along. It's not easy to raise a daughter. As I got older, I ended up going to the high school my father worked at. And it was multiple times I was supposed to get expelled from school, but it wasn't for my father, I would have been expelled from school. So I thank my father for that. I've been around boxing since I was 9 years old. I get to meet new people. That's one. Two, if I'm upset, well, I can take the stress out and stuff on the bag. And three, it keeps me in shape. I like it. I love it, actually.
Boxing has brought a lot of positive things. Lots of supporting friends, lots of loved ones, a lot of good stuff.
Boxing's a small part of it. I've let them express themselves and come out of their shell to a place where they were never at before.
Kristen, you got to spar. Won us a lot in the Golden Gloves finals in Madison Square Garden. We had 3. They're all supposed to be in different dressing rooms. I had them all in one. I didn't care. I put them in a kitchen back there. You see these kids that didn't start too long ago, and now they're fighting in the biggest stage there is in amateur boxing.
You've gotten these people to a point, and then it's almost like letting them go now. These kids want to achieve a goal, whether it's a win or loss, it's regardless to me. Just to be out there and to bring them to that point is a great feeling.
I feel like this is my family and I get a warm feeling. There is definitely conflict. If you don't show up and if you don't do what you need to do, that's when the conflict comes into play.
Ryan wants to literally save everyone's life that's here, and It's impossible.
Some of these kids that come in here are assholes, you know? And people say, well, you can't let the kid go back to the street. Well, yeah, you can.
I'm in a personal business where I'm well-liked, but on the other hand, you know, people, they're a little afraid of me. And, you know, I'm okay with that. It's not about boxing to me. Boxing's just a little sprinkle of sugar on top of the cake.
Now that I have total control of the funds, I could definitely make this business work.
Oh, back up.
I'm more of the strict one when it comes to business, and he's more of the easygoing, wants to be friends with everybody here. I don't care. I just want to make the money.
I, kind of realized that I had some strength I didn't know about. That was, the turning point in my life.
Boxing's such a small part of it. It just breeds characters. It's all characters in here. You could do a story on every one of them. They're nuts. All of them.